Jeju, an island known more for fresh seafood and natural beauty.
Having just arrived at Jeju Airport, the first thing I've done is book a ride to my hotel. Now that's completely normal, right? We've all done that before. But check this out. My ride is completely driverless. I am told I'll be picked up in a self-driving car. Can't wait. So last November, I was in South Korea with Talking Point to check out this autonomous airport shuttle service. And it was my first time ever on the beautiful Jeju Island. And my first time riding an AV for such a long time. If you are planning to book a ride with this airport shuttle service, you can do so directly through the website or through the TADA app. Now this isn't the TADA app that you and I know in Singapore, okay? This is a different TADA app, a Korean TADA app. The website and the app is all in Korean, so Google Translate is going to be your best friend. Now there are two routes that you can choose from, and both of them start at bus stop 3F right outside the airport. The first is a scenic coastal route, which takes you through places like Tewoo Beach and Yongduam Rock. The second route serves the famous Jungmun tourist complex and will also stop along some popular spots along the way. Now, this route can only be booked through the TADA app for now. Now, my destination was the tourist complex, and this was 38 kilometers from the airport, making this route the longest route that you can travel with a commercial autonomous vehicle in the whole of Korea. How cool is that?
Wait a minute. Who is that guy in the front seat?
그거는 이제 제주뿐만 아니라 전국적으로 공통적으로 다 이제 필요한 이제 제도고, 그런데 이제 최근에 이렇게 안전요원, 그러니까 세이프티 드라이버가 있는 것뿐만 아니라 완전 무인 자율주행 테스트를 위한 법도 개정이 되어서 저희는 이제 그 부분까지 테스트를 하기 위해서 준비는 하고 있고.
Now, what made South Korea so interesting to us is that it's aiming to make AVs a major form of transportation by 2027. When I was in it, I couldn't get over the fact that the steering wheel was just moving on its own. The Jungmun tourist complex route is about an hour long, and it's about 8,000 won per person, which is about 8 Singapore dollars for an hour-long AV ride. And it can take up to 4 people. So if you're traveling with your family, it's a good route to take. And of course, you get to see all of Jeju City. So the buildings, the architecture, and of course, well, Jeju traffic, because it is still a popular tourist destination. Now, throughout the route, I was thinking to myself, why are AVs so developed in Jeju versus the rest of Korea? Well, I was told that the conditions on Jeju make it an ideal testing ground for AVs.
이 이제 중문 관광단지까지 가는 길은 이제 공항에서 중문 관광단지까지 가는 길은 제주에서 이제 가장 통행량이 많은 도로입니다. 그래서 이제 그다음에 지금 이제 이게 그 한라산이라고 제주의 이제 가운데 있는 가장 큰 산을 넘어야 하는데, 그러다 보니까 다양한 어떤 경사로도 지나고 이제 굴곡진 길을 많이 지나야 하기 때문에 안정적인 자율주행 서비스를 위해서 이제 저희는 제주에서 8,000시간 정도의 시간을 계속 운행하면서 데이터를 쌓아왔고.
Compared to Seoul, is it easier to develop this here? And why is that?
첫 번째로 그 정말 많은 날씨 환경이 있는데, 그래서 안개나 눈이나 비 같은 환경에서 자율주행 테스트를 하기에 굉장히 좋습니다. 뿐만 아니라 이제 전 세계적으로도 이제 유명 관광지이기도 하고, 국내에서 1년에 1,500명의 관광객이 제주로 방문을 하기 때문에 이제 제주 지역이 이제 첨단 교통을 위한 인프라가 잘 구축되어 있습니다. 그래서
AVs rely on sensors and cameras in the vehicle to plan and navigate the routes. But bad weather conditions could affect how well these tools perceive the environment. That's where the CITS comes in. A safety backup and another pair of eyes for the AV.
So CITS is Korea's Cooperative Intelligent Transport System. It's installed in several cities across the country. So to find out more, we stopped by the Traffic Information Center in Jeju. This traffic controller who oversees traffic and AVs in Jeju told me that a lot of the tourists who rent cars in Jeju just simply aren't great drivers. And that's why they get into so many accidents. He believes that if you combine CITS and AV technology, you could make roads safer for all, regardless of skill level.
About 3,000 vehicles in Jeju and Rideflux's 7 AVs have a CITS device on board. This connects them to the central system here. Road cameras or traffic lights are also part of the network. This allows the team to communicate with the AV and the surrounding infrastructure. For example, cars can be warned about an accident up ahead, roadworks, or a sudden fallen tree. Traffic lights can also turn green on cue to let an ambulance through.
저희는 2030년까지 전국 모든 도로에 CITS를 구축하는 것을 목표로 해서 다만 인터넷이라든가 아니면 산업적인 여건 측면에서 한국이 가진 강점이라는 것이 있고 그런 점에서 충분히 좀 세계를 선도할 수 있는 그런 가능성도 있지 않나 이렇게 생각을 하고 있습니다.
While I was in South Korea, I got the chance to try out other AAVs in small testing zones throughout Seoul. If you want to find out more, watch the full episode on Talking Point. When it comes to the airport shuttle in Jeju, I'm not going to lie. When I first sat in it, there was a niggling sense of paranoia because it was both mesmerizing but also terrifying seeing the steering wheel move on its own. But trust me, after a while, you get used to it. Yes, occasionally there are the jerks which can shock you. But apart from that, the ride is really, really smooth. Halfway through, I completely forgot that it was a self-driving ride. I really thought there was a driver. Now, some of you might be disappointed to hear that there is a safety driver on board, which means it isn't an empty chair with a steering wheel moving on its own. There is somebody there just in case for that rare occasion where they do have to take over the wheel. But for most of you, I'm sure you feel a huge sense of relief. It was for me too, until I just got annoyed because every ride that I sat in had a safety driver, and I really wanted to see an empty seat with a steering wheel moving on its own. Well, perhaps that's something we can look forward to in the future. If you are ever to travel to Jeju, this shuttle is something worth trying. Trust me, because maybe 5 years, 10 years, 15 years, 20 years from now, this could really be the way we get around. So why not have a little taste of it this next time you go to Korea? Wow, feels like I'm in a F1 car. Wait. Oh, okay.
You look scared.
Yes, this is my first time trying this out, Prof.